It's Emily Curl, and I'm so excited because today I'm talking to the star of the new comedy series, Single Parents, the one and only Leighton Meester.
Hi.
Hi, Leighton. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So Single Parents centers on single parents and follows them as they raise their kids, look for love, and survive parenthood. What else can our audience expect from the show?
Hopefully lots of laughs. I think that that's like what we're hoping for, to kind of bring some humor to a subject that's like, actually, it's really hard. I've single parented only for brief stints, and it's the hardest job in the world, so they're sort of relying on each other. But then the flip side of it is that I feel that we've brought a lot of heart to it too. Like we all, feel like a little family, both on and off set. So I feel like hopefully that translates for people, and they feel the like familial kind of warmth of it.
It seems like such a fun cast too. Do you guys have fun while you shoot it?
Yes. Is one of the main reasons why I was excited to do this show, because I knew that everyone was so nice, everyone's so so funny, like in real life and also on screen. So it's just like it's just a joy.
Perfect mix.
Yeah.
So you said before that being a mom has helped you relate to your character that you play, Angie. Has Angie taught you anything you will or won't do when it comes to parenting your daughter, Arlo?
Well, she has a son who is, I hesitate to use the word clingy, but like there's no other word that I can think of. Like he's kind of obsessed with her, and he like won't let her go. And she sort of puts on the act that she's like she wants some freedom away from him, and she does. She like wants him to fully sleep over at his friend's house when he goes for a sleepover, because he always calls and like needs to come home, and she never gets to really like go all the way and like sleep over at someone's house if she's in the beginning stages of a relationship. So I feel like that is sort of like a mask, really. I think it's really that she kind of needs him and she needs to let go. So I'm hoping I don't do that with my child. Like it's interesting. Like a lot of the time I think that your kid picks up on what you need from them, and so even though like you'll be like they cry when I go out of the room, and that's kind of like what babies do sometimes, but they also sometimes I think sense you missing them, and they like know it. They're just way smarter than we are.
Yeah,
and they feel things.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So Single Parents is also created, executive produced, and show run by women, some of whom are also single parents, which is amazing. Do you feel like this environment was different from other sets that you've been on because of that? Definitely.
I mean, I think that just this era, this moment is really wonderful, and it's kind of a no-brainer to sign on to a project that has so many people that I admire just off the bat, but also the fact that it's, J.J. Philbin and Liz Merriweather, Erin O'Malley, people who are women showrunners, women producers, writers. The writer's room is filled with women, a lot of single moms who can really bring a lot to it, and who are just like funny, awesome people. So I think that was a big reason why, really talking to them and kind of getting the sense that, they could give so much to the show with their experience, but also, I don't know, women. It's like you want to be around women, It's a nice feeling. It's definitely a great atmosphere.
And then I feel like when you have people who've lived those stories, it just makes the complexities of the stories on screen even better.
Yeah, right? And I mean, I think that it just gives room for the female characters like Angie or Poppy, who Kimberly Lewis plays, just so much more depth. Like it just gives the character the ability to have like something beyond what a male writer could even think of. Not that they don't lend their own voice and have a great perspective, but just having someone who's actually a single mom, or actually a mother, or actually fielding like Tinder and Single World, like all that stuff mixed together in the writer's room, mixed with like amazing experience from other projects, and being just bosses. Like they they have a lot of input on how complex and grounded these female characters can be, and it's really it's special and really like challenging and wonderful to play that.
Yeah, I bet. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So you're married to Adam Brody, and you guys have laughed off before that Seth Cohen married Blair Waldorf. Besides from those worlds, do you guys ever think that you'd collaborate and work together on projects?
We have done 2 movies together.
Okay.
In the past. The first movie that we did, called The Oranges, this was like in 2010, when we kind of like started to get to know each other as friends. And then the next movie that we did, Life Partners, that was like 2013, and we were already together at that point. And I mean, I love working with him. He's great. You know, he's obviously my best friend, and so I always want to work with my friends.
Right. That's funny. Yeah.
And but I would love for him to be on Single Parents. I think he'd be into that if it was the right. I mean, we'll find the right thing at some point, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I mean, I would love to.
Yeah,
I want to.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So speaking on the Gossip Girl train, it's been 11 years since then. What do you think makes Blair Waldorf so iconic so many years later?
I think it really was. I mean, it was a combination of so many things. It really was crystallized in a moment that was just that very beginning time. It was like, I remember we were either doing the pilot or the show had just gotten picked up, and it was like everyone was just getting the first iPhone. So I had a Razor when I started that show.
Razors were everything.
Yeah, very, very like you click, 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 click,
hot pink
T,
razors.
click, 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 H, click, 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 E, and it's just like it's just you got used to it.
So funny.
But like, you know, it was really grainy photos and videos, and you can hold like 12 of them. So it just like became a whole different thing. And even saying the word spotted, like that was kind of like Twitter maybe was just about to start. It wasn't really around. So I feel like in that moment, it just sort of all came together. And it's also like the time, the place, the people, all of it together, the look of the show. I mean, I think it makes sense. It was like these, these young people who are like fabulous and rich. And it's kind of like people, I don't know, like to sort of lose touch with reality for a minute and watch a show and like sit back and fantasize, I guess.
Right.
So
I love it. So Blair is so well-loved, but for me, my favorite character of yours ever is Chiles Stanton from Country Strong. And I'm huge, so I'm from the South. I love country music.
Where are you from?
North of Atlanta, like near like Dallas, Kennesaw area.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Wait, are you from?
I'm from Florida. A lot of my family lived in Valdosta, so I spent a lot of time there as well.
Yeah,
and like North Florida, which is way more southern than like South Florida, but yeah, we're pretty south there too.
Yeah. My family like loves Nashville too. We like live and die for Nashville.
I love
She actually
Nashville.
just got it. It's so fun.
It's great.
So, and I still love your music, and I just think I mean I love that movie. But do you think that could you see yourself in the future coming out with more music or doing maybe more country things?
Yeah, I have written and am now producing and in the process of making my next album, so hopefully in the next year it'll be coming out. So yeah, watch out for it.
Oh, I can't wait for that, honestly. So besides the new album, Single Parents, what other projects do you have working on that you can tell us about?
That's all I got.
That's a busy schedule. Raising a kid, another one.
That's like the main project.
There you go.
Sort of like my pet project.
Yeah, I love it. Well, Leighton, thank you so much for joining us today. You guys at home, make sure to check out Single Parents. It's out now and will be out every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. on ABC. And we'll see you guys next time.